Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the live. I'm S. Marie. What do we have in the chat? Happy Saturday night. Last day of January 2026. You guys ready for February? It's tomorrow. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. We have Essence Joy. She says, hey, hey. Miss Margaret says, what you going? What you doing, girl? I'm finna fill some of these bags that I stuffed earlier before I went to dinner. Now we're back from dinner. I was working on some other stuff, but I'm tired of being back there working with that stuff. So I came back and sat at the table. Y'all know I work on multiple things at once. It is a little unconventional because I do end up with quite a few things that are not complete. But in the same sense, my inventory is scattered, so I don't have everything at my disposal. So there will be times where you see me work concepts to a certain point. I may improvise for an item or two, but if it gets to be that I need more things out of my workshop, then I'll just leave it and work on something else until I can go out there and pick it up. So that's one of the scenarios. So I left, we went to the January birthday dinner tonight, and we actually got snow flurries. I know I was telling you guys earlier that we were not expecting any snow because we didn't have rain in the forecast. Well, I got a text alert on my phone that said rain in less than an hour, and I was not rain, snow in less than an hour, and I was like, surely that is an error, but it was not. I walked over to my daughter's house, and there were actually snow flurries out. So she had saw them. My grandbaby saw them. I was really shocked because I did not think we were getting snow. But we just got the little light flurries. It wasn't even enough to where, like, if it landed on the car, that it would dissipate and make like the little water bubble. It wasn't even doing that. It was literally blowing through the air, and before it landed on something, it was gone. So I don't know if that's technically considered snow or not, but that's what we got in these parts of Florida today. It is currently, I want to say it's 22 degrees here. Um, we are under a freeze watch as well as a uh, wind advisory. So the wind is really high in my neck of the woods right now. So yeah, it's been interesting. Let's see who all we have in the chat. I spoke to Essence, and Miss Margaret was asking what I was doing. Hey, Kimberly Showers, welcome in. Miss P's Creation, how was dinner? Dinner was fantastic. We had a really good time. I ate entirely too much, but that rounds off my January. I have been eating, acting a donkey when it comes to eating. I've been eating meat, seafood, all of the things. And you guys know, well, some of you may know, I'm not the biggest meat eater. Um, so yeah, it's been interesting. So we are going to be getting back into our detoxing and pushing back from the meats and all that kind of stuff. I really want to make sure over these next couple of days that I really start preparing my body for street sales, for longer nights, longer, more strenuous days, that kind of thing. So with doing that, I need to make sure I get my diet changed. So yeah, that's what's going on today. Miss Donna, hey Donna House, welcome in. All Things with a K is in. Hey Gray. I was watching your live from earlier and actually got the notification. Awesome. Hey Miss V's Creations, welcome in. Beautifully designed by Chandra. Hey girl. Michelle, hey Michelle with the eyes. Bundles of Blessings says, hey lady in chat. Miss P says, hello Esmery in chat. All Thanks for the Case says, I have my spicy kid cutting out hearts. She has no idea what they are for. Mixed Creations by Tiffany. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. All Things for the Case says, I will be writing something that I love about each of them and putting it in on their doors every night until Valentine's Day. Oh, that is so sweet, Kate. That's awesome. That is so, so awesome. Bundle says, laughing out loud, wish I had help. Hey Keisha, welcome in. Snow in Florida. Oh no, I know, right? Miss Margaret says it's cold in Texas. It's in the 20s tonight with the wind chill in the teens. Yes, our 22 feels like 16 currently in Florida. So yeah, I'm not a fan. So needless to say, there are things that I already know I need out of my workshop. I ain't going out there. I went outside, and I ended up having to drive. I rode with my grandmother because the warning light came on the vehicle that's here. So I rode with my grandmother over there, and there was some strong gusts of wind, and she got all flustered. I was like, "No, ma'am, get up out of that driver's seat." Let me. I was like, "We ain't finna play these games out here on this road." So yeah, we had to go on over there and do that. So yeah, we got wind advisory, wind chills, and frigid temperatures. Donna says, "I can't wait to see what we are doing tonight." Margaret says, "I had to come in from my shop because I was getting too cold." Yes, ma'am. Hey, Kay's Creation, Kay with the double A's and the butterflies. Welcome in. She says, "Hey again." As you guys watch, please come in and hit the thumbs up button. We got 21 on and 19 thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Miss Philanda, welcome in. Good to see you in the chats. I heard y'all were really cutting up in here the other day. Were we cutting up in here? I know better, Miss Margaret. Not cutting up in here. What we do? I don't know how in the world we could possibly be cutting up over here. You know, that's not something I do, Miss Margaret. So I don't know who told you that. Hey, Miss Rosie, welcome in. Hi, Barbecue. Off the Chains LLC, welcome in. All I need to know, Barbecue Off the Chains, is do you cook brisket? Do you queue brisket? That's what I want to know. Hey, Veggie Woman, no notification. We just got here. Cute, neat idea, Kate. Yes, it is. Donna says it is so cold in Oklahoma, too. I can't wait for the snow to go away, right? Veggie says my car is covered in snow. What? Margaret says Southeast Texas is usually in the 70s and 80s. I ain't built for this at all, Miss Margaret, at all. That's why I'm staying in the house. Kate speaking to everybody. Hey, Miss Loretta. Queen in Indiana. I'm putting together some gifts. I'm going to attempt that, Miss Queen. That's what I got planned for today. Barbecue says that's one of my specialties. Okay, well you good people then. You were good people. Right after I got through saying that I don't eat meat and I need to be leaving meat alone again. I'm talking about brisket. Brisket is, yes, brisket and bacon. Those are probably the two things that I miss when I'm not eating meat the most. I could definitely do without chicken and pork completely. Um, with the exception of, like I say, bacon and brisket. I love brisket. So, yeah, there's that. Well, fun fact. Betty says 13 people slide off a mountain. A car accident, multiple car pile up, and the highway is shut down. Uh, Off of a mountain where? Veggie Woman. Hey, Roncia, welcome in. A car slid off a mountain today. Yes, cars sliding off the roads. Officials say, stay off the roads. Cars slide off of Forsyth County roads. I lose control on icy mountain curve. That was 3 days ago. 13 people slide off North Georgia mountain covered in snow. Murray County, Murray County, Murray County. Where is Murray County? Hold on, y'all. My husband's in Georgia in the snow. Y'all know he's a professional driver, so um, but let me check his whereabouts. I'm here, you guys. Give me 1 second. East Alabama near the Georgia border. Closest to Opelika, Alabama. All right. And this vehicle is parked. Um, in North Georgia, not the serious voice of denial. Did y'all do a lot of toy gifts? No, Miss Margaret, I did not. Fire and rescue, trying to rescue them. I've done a few, Miss Margaret. What y'all working on, S. Marie? I was supposed to be filling up these bags or putting some stuff up here on top of these date night bags. I'm doing PG rated or couples gifts. So that's what I'm working on. I 985 and I 85. He's not there. I know that snow needs to get out of Georgia. Yeah, yeah. He sent me some pictures earlier today. And he was literally on the side of the road. Um, so yeah, there's that. He had to stop. He got a chunk of ice hit his windshield, so he had to stop earlier. It was on the side of the road. So yeah, there's that. But all looks well. It appears he's out of harm's way. Um, but thank you, Eddie, for letting me know. All right, all right, all right. Pleasant Hill exit, not too far from 985. Hey, he is near me in Alabama. Is he, Falanda? Very interesting. I'm struggling. I'm so tired. Okay, what you doing? Wow, that's crazy. Not too far from me for those people, right? Do you have a regular box under the black base, or did you make the insert? Do you have a regular box under the black base, or did you make the inserts? I made the inserts, Keisha. Great minds. I was pulling together items for date night gifts last night. Haven't figured out how I'm going to pull it off yet. Me either, Kay. I pulled these items and I stuck them up there earlier today, and I was thinking, I don't think that's enough stuff. But I'm trying to get myself out of the mindset of feeling like stuff is not enough stuff, because it's enough stuff if I make it enough stuff. Like there's no reason for me to be like, oh, that I need more, I need more. The price point, I have to keep remembering my price point, and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. So yeah, I got some stuff up here, and I was actually just thinking a minute ago, a candle probably would be nice up here, because like, what else do I put? I don't want to get too adult with it. Of course, I was thinking of putting like some pop rocks and some massage oils and uh, the candy flavored massage oils and warming gels and all that kind of stuff. But like I say, this is the PG one, so we're gonna rein it back in from all of that. But yeah. Okay, have you slept during the night yet? Kay says, heck nah. I almost was killed on Tuesday leaving a doctor appointment. Oh no, okay. Be careful, sweetie. We don't have snow, it's cold. Okay. She has cut out a crisscross cardboard and some contractor paper in there, Keisha. What, Kay? Right, Kay, by ice on helipad at the hospital. The helicopter took off and shook ice loose on the roof, and it hit my arm and not my head. Oh my word. That is crazy. I was so scared for everyone. Lots of ice even fell off the roof on the ambulance windshield. Yeah, that ice is no joke. That's why I said, I mean, snow is snow, but we got ice last time we had a snowstorm. We got ice for a little bit, but after that, it just turned to straight uh, ice and sleet, and everything was just covered in ice. And that was one of the things that was the issue, is that the buildings and stuff, the structures here, aren't necessarily equipped for that much weight. Nobody knows. Well, down here in these parts, they're not out there cleaning the um, snow off as it falls. You know what I'm saying? Like de-icing their roof or whatever it's called. They're not doing any of that. They're just letting it sit up there thinking it's going to melt off. And then next thing you know, their roof them caved in. So, yeah, we had a lot of structural damage this time last year because of ice. So that is definitely something to be watching out for. That's the reason why he ended up having to pull over, because he had ice. So, of course, he had to check everything and make sure it was what it was and all of that kind of stuff before he was able to resume. Yeah, that was a crazy ordeal. It is, Kay. I'm glad you're safe. Me too, y'all. I was in trauma center after that. What? Now, Kay, you was just up here on live the other day. So was that before or after your all-nighter, your 12-hour shift here in the basket community? Oh, my word. That's crazy work. All right, so let's see. Let's stage some of this stuff. Hey, well, I'm about to drive me to drink. I feel like I need a beverage. You're stressing me out, lady. That's playing. Me too, y'all. The hospital is a trauma center. That's why they have a helicopter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Mm. Are those bags? Yes, ma'am, they are. They say me and you. They were 98 cents from Walmart. Inside, I have some cardboard cut to the sizes of the boxes. So basically, I built a box inside of my bag to hold my items up. So there's one piece here. Each of the sides has its own piece, and then the back is one long piece. So it extends from here all the way to the base of the box. In the bottom, I also have another piece laying horizontally, piece of cardboard laying horizontally. On top of that, I have my rice packets for moisture absorption and for weight. And then I put cross boards inside to make sure my box doesn't cave in when it's pressed on the sides like this. So that's what's in the inside of the box. I pulled up my flaps, and then I put my top down and just glued it down to the sides of the board that's in the inside. So that's how I got this base. I cut the pieces and all that kind of stuff on the earlier live. If you guys are interested in seeing how I constructed it, but I did all of that on the live from earlier today. I might go. It might go to R-rated. That's funny. No, I'm not gonna drink and create. Kay says, "What do you have inside?" Okay, yeah. So that's all I got inside. Nothing, major. All I have to go. The outside ain't my problem. It's this doggone inside. I need to figure out what the world I'm gonna put in here. I have these glasses. I can't put. Oh, y'all told me to get some kind of beverage that I don't have. Alcoholless beverages. Yeah, I don't have any of that. These little glasses, I ain't too particular about these because they've got a lot of dust on them. I don't wipe these things off multiple times, and it does not seem like any of that is helping because it's not dust. What is on here? I should have left these in this little box that came in. Okay, I'll watch that video. Yes, ma'am, Miss Loretta. I would put some more together, but everything's taped down. I think on all of them. Oh, except the big one in the back. It's a different size, so I haven't even figured out the dimensions on that. Actually, I think that's not. And there's one back there I can show you. Yeah, I don't like this. Maybe I need to go find me a lint-free towel thingy because this looks disgusting. Let's see. Wipe it off with alcohol. Barbecue off the chain. Let me find out you know what you got going on over here. You create gift baskets too. S. Marie Slide from earlier. Thank you, Kate. My tower of boxes out of the way. Hold on. Baskets and barbecue, right? Let me find out. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if I can get this baby from back here. Oh yeah, this definitely ain't ready for nothing. Slide you back. Slide you back. And here is one. Baskets and barbecue. That's interesting. Alright. So, ain't nothing even in here. But I have a piece of foam board here. Foam board or cardboard. I use cardboard until I realized it took like an entire, or foam board until I realized it took an entire sheet of foam board to fill one box. And I ain't about that life because I still have some heart boxes to do, still to construct. So I stopped using the foam board and started with cardboard, but this has foam board. So I essentially have a board for the front. I have a board for the sides. Nope, that's not the sides. Boards for each of the sides. And they fit down in there. And then this long board is at the back. So that's essentially the base of the gift. And inside the base, I will put a cardboard at the bottom so that my items, the bottom is secure. There's nothing in there but that one little sheet of paper. So I'll put a piece of cardboard at the bottom, then I put my rice pack down there, and then I'll do my cross pattern to make sure it doesn't collapse in on the insides when it's pressed on the sides. And then I take my top and lay it across there. I'll pull up each of my sides. Where did my other side go? I'll pull up each of my sides and then glue or tape those together. So I'll end up bringing it up like this much and taping the sides, taping the top to the sides. Tape, 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 and then I smash it all down and it lands in the box. So of course you want to have your stuff custom fit already so that you know it's going to fit in there before you get the taping. But yeah, that's all I did with these tops. Nothing spectacular. But instead of filling it all with contractor's paper and then not having it sit the way I want it to, I just use the cardboard for my inserts. And y'all know I love me a good flat foundation. So after I make my inserts, then I can go back and make me a foundation. Now it doesn't matter what I put up here, it's going to be secured to this piece of foam board. Hey Tasha, welcome in, welcome in. Now I'm hungry. Is it too late? It's too late for these shenanigans. I'm designing and watching. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. Barbecue says, yes, I have been doing and catering barbecue, seafood, soul food, and Mexican since 2003. Oh, wow. Very nice. Very nice. I was this close, barbecue, this close. Or should I say we were that close to getting a food truck. My son caters, and my husband is the barbecuer in his downtime. So yeah, we were really close, but we wasn't about that life. They all have other things going on. So when my husband retires, he is determined to get him do the food business again. So we shall see. And he's talking about having food out when we're street selling for Valentine's Day. So yeah, the jury's still out on that because this man came up with a whole menu and all of this kind of stuff. And so yeah, well, we shall see. But yeah, that's what we got. Miss Loretta says, "Oh wow, oh wow, what, Miss Loretta? What I do? What I do? What I do? All right, I already glued these up here. I have these glasses. The only other thing I have are these rose petals. So I'm thinking I may put them, just hide them in the bag. I have a couple of these little eye masks that I took out of the pack, but that I'm now not liking out of the pack. But nevertheless, those are there. I showed you these little coupon books earlier today. Oh no. I hope that didn't break. Oh man, it's cracked. Did I just do that? Could not have just done that. Are you kidding me? Well, one of them has fine cracks in it. All around it. That is crazy. Freaking tree store. I'm so sick of them. I have a whole stash of stuff up there that I have to take back to the store. Body washes with somebody poke their finger in the top of it. I got a lotion thing that they peeled the top back and bent it and like dug the finger in. I'm like, what the crap is going on? Like, why are y'all in there using these people's product off the shelf and then we come in there and buy it? So if you guys are not, if you're still out shopping, y'all make sure y'all check y'all stuff. I know we done talked about it many, many times. But apparently my smart self be going in there and just buying crap without even checking it. So y'all don't be like me and end up with a whole bunch of product that you can't use. So now I have to take all of that crap back to the store. And I'm not happy about it. So this is the gist of the concept. This is all that I have going in. We have the wine glasses. I'm not giving them any type of beverage. They're going to have to provide their own. Hey, always have faith. Welcome in. Barbecue says, oh wow, yes, do it. That's what I do. Sell my gift baskets along with my food. I have a food trailer. We will kill it on both ends. Yes, y'all can do it both. Yeah, I know. I know. He's already taken time off of his day job because he is determined to sell some food and all of the things. So yeah, it is going to be interesting. Awesome presentation. Thank you so much. Miss Loretta says the way you put that together inside the bag. Okay, thank you, Miss Loretta. Yes. Who else was it? Oh, Nessa showed the bag thingy here recently, as far as how to construct the stuff inside here. And I want to say she said something about Miss Claudia, or somebody said Miss Claudia with I don't know what Miss Claudia's channel is. Claw. She did something similar or something like that. So it's been floating around. I've done this type of a method, just not in a bag before. Usually I'm able to find some type of boxes to put in my bags. But y'all know with like the cosmetic cases, I do something similar to that, and I got that from One Case Creation in the chat. So yeah, if any of these things don't have a solid, because you never want to just put contractor's paper in there because it's gonna, if you're shrink wrapping it, you're gonna get to where your bag deforms, and you may see ridges and wrinkles and all kind of stuff. I've had bags like shrink down. It's just kind of how it goes. So for there to be cardboard in here to hold your flaps firm while you're able to get your items up there and all that, it makes for a great presentation. So um, definitely adapting this to my liking and using it. I call myself curving my edges like I saw Kim Showers doing. But as you can see, that was a hot mess because this side looked all jaggedy. So much so that I didn't even do the other side because I was like, I'm going to screw up my cardboard, my foam board, and I ain't putting no more foam board up there. So I left that be, but I'm going to have to clean that up. Um, all things for the case, as Marie talking about, she doesn't know how she's going to lay it out. Then she laid it out. Creative Designs by Claudia. That's it. I knew it was Claudia. I couldn't get the rest of it. But that's all. I don't think I'm putting anything else up here. I don't want to put any roses because we got roses in this candy. Now, the other thing I was telling y'all is I'm not liking putting, I don't put candy and stuff in my concepts. But I went to print out some candy, and this is what my printer is doing. It's only printing black and white. Now, there are 3 printers over there, and the Eco Tank is not even hooked up. And then there's another one over there too. So I'm gonna have to actually figure out how to get that one connected because apparently I'm out of color ink in my other printers. So needless to say, I'm not able to print me a little heart to represent the heart that should be in here. Because I would prefer to just have them have a little picture of a little bitty heart inside their gift. And then as it sells, I can just hand them their box of chocolate. Because I don't want this inside, sitting outside in the sun to melt. So it would be something like, of course, this would be larger to scale. And I can put it on, say something like a foam board piece. Just put it on my little foam board, cut it out, and then I would be able to actually put it into my gifts to represent that there was candy here to go in here. And then that keeps me from having to have these inside the gift. But I have black and white, so either I put the candy in here if I'm determined to close this up without a candle, or I leave the candy out and I can fix it when I put the candle in. So those are my options right now. Okay, that makes sense. Kay says, and mine is just all inside the bag because I got frustrated. Now my legs crossed at the ankle. You and these doggone crossed ankles. Donna House says, most of my candy is going to be in the cooler because of the heat, and some people have medical issues, so I'm mindful of that. Okay, Miss Donna. Yes, we've had coolers, kept candy in coolers, and all of the things as well, especially in the warmer months. So for like Mother's Day, there's, yeah, absolutely not going to be any. Now, of course, if I get special orders, then I'll put whatever they want in there because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to hit the table. They're going to either stay in the truck until the person comes to pick them up, or we're going to meet up and they're going to get them before that. So I don't have to worry about that kind of thing. But, hey, Miss Sally Barlow, welcome in. She says, hey, it's Marie and Chan. How's y'all Saturday been? It's been awesome, and it is officially Sunday. It is officially February. Happy February, everybody. From the East Coast, that is. So, yeah, there's that. So, Valentine's Day is this month. Are you guys ready? Are you? Have you been pricing as you go? Have you been bagging and bowing as you go? Have you been working your plan and getting your items together to make sure you're getting your price points, your monetary goals, should I say? How's everybody doing? You guys know I'm gonna keep on you. Keep asking you, should I say? Not keep on you, but keep asking you how it's all going because I want you to hit your goal. I want you to succeed. So we have been talking about not necessarily having much of a number goal, like oh, barbecue just told me to wipe that off with alcohol, and I did not do it. Hold on, let me see if I have alcohol in this thing. Probably not. Let's see. Hold on. Let's slide everybody this way. Let's see what we got in our bag of tricks over here. Very nice. Thank you, Flonda. Donna says I've been stressed out and I know I shouldn't be. Why are you stressing out, Miss Donna? Why? Now, is stressing yourself out, is that going to get you closer to your goal? Because if it's not getting you closer to your goal, then Miss Donna, we absolutely have no time to be stressed out. Now, for me personally, and this is me personally, if I stress myself, then I invite or reduce my body's ability to fight off sickness. So I try, hold on y'all, I am trying to make sure I keep my stressors at bay. What's your stressor? How can you keep that at bay? Hold on y'all, let me go get some alcohol from somewhere. My apologies. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for your patience. Loretta says, no, I'm not ready. All Things for the Case says, yes, bagging, bowing, and pricing in small groups, if not immediately. Excellent. That is definitely the way to do it. Don't let that crap pile up on you. Take it from me. Take it from me. Hey, Miss Sonia. Welcome in. Alright, let's get this off of here. I already put glue dots on here, so I was trying to wipe around the glue dots without losing my glue dots. But the alcohol is definitely working. It is removing all of that nastiness off of there. And this is not even a lint-free thingy, so I'm happy about that. Thank you, barbecue. And I ate all of that meat and stuff today, so now I'm full of mucus, so y'all hear me sniffling and stuff. Get my life together over here. Hey, Miss Marvella, welcome in. It's Evangelist Marvella. Remember me and my son Ross at church prayer tomorrow, please. Yes, ma'am, Miss Marvella. We will add you to the prayer list. Hope all is well. Oh, no. Okay. Bundle says prayers. Miss Marvella says thanks, Kay. Check the battery. What the freak? Come on. Let me get off of here. Hold on, y'all. Yep, y'all drowning probably because y'all 1000% brightness. What the word? Not 1000%. That is not good. You didn't even. What is your problem? If anybody else is what is going live, let me know. You know I will get off of here. I Alright, now we have a green light. Okay. 1000%. Get it, girl. That's what the thing said. Like 98% brightness. I don't know whose bright idea. Oh, because we were in the car. I don't know whose bright idea that was. But I did actually leave the house today, so that may have been why my phone was so bright. Hey Olympia. Hey Donuts Craft Shop. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? We're doing well. Got to do my expensive gifts when I get back from my vacation. Ooh. Very nice, Miss Sally. Where y'all going? Where you going? I'm ready for vacation. I'm gonna go to Mardi Gras after I make a gazillion dollars for Valentine's Day. That is the plan, Stan. Make sure you both can fit before I place somebody down. This way. And there goes nothing. It's down. Hey, Crafty Fox Creations. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. So I heard Miss Donna stressed. All things with a K is bagging and bowing in smaller increments as to not get behind. Miss Donna, do you have a plan that you're working? How can you make this less stressful for yourself? Doing great on the likes, everybody. Yes, thank you so much for the likes. I'm trying to keep myself from being stressed. And one of the ways I said I was going to do that this year is to have more of a plan and not work so willy-nilly. Just like decide all in a day that, hey, I'm going to work on whatever, and just sit there and get engulfed in that. So I'm trying to pick up different little things to work on, projects to work on, and things of that nature. So that was one of the things we were talking about as far as having a plan and kind of sticking to the plan. It's helping me make sure I get my items together, like my concepts. It's like I can work on this all day, and I keep saying this, work on this all day at $50 a concept, and so at the end of my day I've made $200 worth of gifts, as opposed to spending the same number of hours in creating gifts that are $200 each, you know. So of course the $200 ones are going to bring you more, so we need to make sure we're focusing on rounding out our gift selection or creativity, so that we can be sure to hit all of our major price points, so that we can hit our target and hit our goals. I was gonna try to angle that, but I don't think so, especially considering this little ragged thing just failed. Sally says, I'm in Houston, Texas vacation. Ooh, enjoy, Miss Sally. How y'all go over there when it's cold, though? How is that? But Texas has always been a fun place for me. It doesn't matter when I've been to Texas. I've always had a blast. With exception of probably the last time I was there. The last time I was there, my favorite uncle had passed away. So yeah, there was that. I think I'm gonna put this over here. and be done with it. I want to wrap something up. I've been back there trying to work with those little stupid bears, and they keep falling and all kind of stuff. I'm so sick of them bears back there. I'm trying to think of a cute little catchphrase to use with my lion. I have a huge lion back there. So I want him to say something cute, but I haven't figured it out yet. Donna says, I've been running to get a body wash and think replaced. Running to get body wash and things replaced. And I have my granddaughter more often now. Time is short. This ice made my body wash burst in my shed, so I feel like I am behind. That's really cute. Thank you. Right. Oh, no, Donna. You make my heart roar. Oh, yeah. For a lion? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Duh. I'd be on the short bus. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. Let's see. Where's my suggestions? Let's do lion. You make my heart roar. Thank you, Veggie. Let's put Veggie Woman. Not that bus. What? Oh, nice. Not that bus. No, this one didn't bust. This one is the one that bust. If that's what you're saying, this one is the one that bust. It's over here, out of the way. I have a roar. I have a roar lot of love for you. Oh, okay, okay. Got it. Got that one. The freezing cold is not in the plans, but couldn't change. Yeah. Yeah, there's that. There is that. Well, I'm glad you got a chance to get away. I am. Y'all gonna hear that heater way more than y'all normally would. I want to say, oh, and the refrigerator water thing is doing its thing. So everything is running. I got water running all over the house because I cannot afford for it to freeze in here. So I got 3 different sinks going. Uh, the refrigerator drain line thingy for the ice maker is on, so it's constantly filling up. But that's what I have to do because at 20 degrees, everything will freeze here in my area, in my house. So as to not be without water, I'd have to make sure I keep stuff running. What is that white on the heart of it? What is that white with the heart on it? This is a jar of activities, a love jar. It says it includes tickets and printed tickets and blank tickets to something something your love, express your love. I don't know. And some came from the tree store. They have some of those little ones that are shaped like hearts now that have like 52 something on there, and I want to say it's like a date night suggestion for each of the days of the week or months of the weeks in the year because there's 52 of them. Hey, Anne Marie. She says, good evening. Happy to catch you live again. Thank you. You keep me motivated. Honestly, I have so much that sometimes can get a mental block because I get overwhelmed. Yes, 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 yes. And that is what we're trying to avoid, uh, Anne Marie. It's the mental blocks of it all. So, we were talking about having a notebook, having some type of system to where you're listing out the concepts you want to do, whether it's screenshots, whether it's, any of those things. But if you list them out, when you get those mental blocks and you're able to refer back and say, okay, well, these are concepts that I actually wanted to do, so let's see if we can get some of those done. And if you are, depending on how detailed you are with it, you may be able to list out like which products you need, all that kind of stuff, so that you're literally able to go and pick those items up and come back and work on your gifts. So I encourage you to start keeping notes of what it is you are. Now, why would I put that on there like that? Notes of which gifts you want to create. And then when you have those mental block days, you have something to go back and refer to. Oh, this is real smart. I don't know why I did that. Let's see if I can. Oh, one more without cutting the string. Yes. That was gonna drive me crazy, y'all. Y'all know that, right? All right. So yeah, that's what we're trying to prevent. That's what I want for all of us basket makers. I don't want us stressed out. I don't want us having mental blocks and spending time not being able to create things when we actually need to be rocking and rolling. So we're gonna invite you to get you a listing of items that you want to do. One of those days when you're having a mental block, you may go say, "Oh, let me go to Instagram, or not Instagram. Let's go to YouTube and see what other people are doing, or let's get on the Facebook group and see what people are working on. You know, let's get some inspiration." Well, of course, when you get over there, you're gonna see 59 different gifts that you want to create right then and there. Well, start thinking about, okay, of these gifts that I'm seeing, do I actually have the material to make this particular concept? Do I have the materials, the bears and whatever else? Do I have enough sprays to make this, or whatever the case may be? If you have that kind of stuff, then that may be something that's on your short list. That's something that you could probably get and create relatively easy, because you already have a lot of that stuff. So if that's the case, when you have your next mental block, then you're like, okay, well, I had heart boxes on my list. And so we're going to work on the heart boxes. And I said I was going to put this robe in there. I was going to put this pajama set, these plushed animals, whatever, whatever. So now you have a listing of things that you want to put in there. So that's kind of helping me stay on track. Then the other part of that is knowing the price point you want to build each of those gifts out at. So like I can say I want to do the heart thingies, and knowing that I'm charging $100 or more for each of my heart boxes. So when I have the opportunity, am I going to work on the heart boxes, or am I going to come and work on little couple gifts that are, 30, 40, 50 bucks? Am I going to work on ottomans, or am I going to sit here and play with tumblers that are going to sell for $10 or $12, So, and there's going to be days when you're going to choose the tumbler over the big gift. Tumblers may have less mind power. Tumblers may be something that you've already done before and now you're just replicating it. So there are going to be days for, all of those different types of gifts. You just have to utilize your time. And I think by having it, writing it down, we're able to refer back to it. And it clears mind space for me. Can't say what it does for y'all, but for me, it clears mind space. If I have it written down, I don't have to keep worrying about thinking about it and going back to it and all that kind of stuff. So I try to write it down or something. Veggie Woman says, my containers are in storage. I was iced in and now snowed in. Balling up construction paper and stuff in my little Dollar Tree tins. Yeah, see? We just have to pivot. Some days are gonna be like that. Some days you're actually able to rock and roll on some of the other ones that you want to do. So you still have to take your time to prep your items. You still have, other stuff to do. So we just have to make sure we're staying focused on what all it is we need to do, so that we can make sure we're making time to get those things done. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate y'all hanging out. And I'm absolutely ready to get off live. So whoever's next, you can just go ahead and let me know that you're willing to get it started, and I'll get up off of here and we'll come over to your house. As I said, I just wanted to put these couple of ones together. Of course, as I came from the back of the house and started making my way back up here, I passed by the table and I was like, crap, I got to get this stuff off my table. So here we are, working on the gifts on the table. I'm going to just go ahead and put these chocolates in here and keep them out of the sun. I mean, I know I said I wasn't going to, but I don't have other stuff, and I am determined to get this completed today. I want these off of this table today. By the morning, I want to have them bagged and bowed and ready for the next trip to storage, whenever that is. Whenever it stops being 12 degrees outside. When do you plan on going out? I am probably only going out. Like I say, the husband is now off, and he's determined to sell food and all of that stuff. So it appears that we will be out Wednesday afternoon for a period of time. Then we'll be out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the week of Valentine's Day. I'm not going out prior to that. Tomorrow would be an optimal day, considering it is the first, if you guys are interested in going out. I know some of the basket makers make it a point. Kate definitely makes it a point to go outside at the beginning of the month. But I don't think we're going to head out until closer to the selling date. Have you guys figured out when you're going out to sell? Should you follow? Oh, and do you remember the size bags you use for those big pillow blanket gifts for Christmas? You use for those big pillow blankets for Christmas. What kind of container was it in? If you can remember what container it is, I can probably tell you what size bag I used. If it was in one of those big Dollar Tree buckets, then it is probably a 32 by 40. If it is an ottoman, then it's probably a 40 by 57 or a 50 by 60. They weren't in a container, just in a bag. What? Oh, big pillow blankets. Probably an 18 by 30. 18. Yeah, probably an 18 by 30. And I probably put them in sideways so I had more space, so it went 30 across the long way instead of 30 tall. The quilts and the blankets that I just had in the bags by themselves with the bow on the front, is that what you're talking about, Kay? That there. Let's secure these down. Oh, and I forgot my balloon sticks. Y'all just gonna let me leave that balloon stick out of there. I'm gonna put this stuff on this other one, and then I'm gonna see if I can't get somebody in a bag, and we'll see what they look like bagged up. Okay, thank you. Yes. Okay, cool. Miss Loretta says she's going out Friday and Saturday. Now, some people are gonna be going out every day, every weekend, all of the rest of that kind of stuff. It's gonna depend on your time and how much help you have, if you have help, when you're available, when the people in your area are looking for gifts, that kind of thing. So you may not get it absolutely correct the first time as far as knowing exactly when your people are coming out to shop. My people are late, they're last minute. Um, so I typically go out as close to the holiday as possible. But in doing that, you also run the risk of not being out there enough days to actually move your products. So I've had that happen. I've had to come, ended up going out late, and either weather, it started storming, or we had a tornado a couple of times that made me only be able to go out for one day. Um, so in cases like that, had I went out earlier in the month or at different points, then I had a better opportunity to sell off more gifts. So you do run those types of risks by waiting until the last minute to go out. Um, so you just have to weigh your options. It costs me a lot of money to actually take all my stuff out, because I don't ever go out with just like a table of stuff. Well, I didn't say ever, because I did do it last year for Father's Day. But normally when I go out with a U-Haul full. So as to not have that U-Haul for an entire week, I end up with it for X number of days, then I go out for those days. I also have security. I also have people that I pay to help me vend. So I have to take those things into account and make sure when I hit the streets, I'm actually out there to sell. So some people say, "Oh, go out," so people will see that you're out there. They know that you have gifts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that. But like I say, you have to do what works for you. For me, that's not the best method for me. I can sit out there 2 3 weeks, and at the beginning, I actually did go out way more than I do now, and I would make money. I would make sales, but there was nothing like the days leading up to the holiday. So I have reserved myself to just going out for the amount of time that I know I need to. Uh, let's see. Okay, thank you. Yes, I am planning on going out this coming Saturday. That'll be awesome, Kay. Hey, Unbiased. Welcome in, Queen. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. Well, happy Sunday. Happy February from the East Coast. We've already made it to Valentine's Day, Unbiased. But thanks for coming in, love. I hope you've had an amazing Saturday. We're just over here doing what us basket makers do, chit chatting and designing and all of the things. Kay says, I will start with one table and more tables closer to Valentine's Day. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yep, good idea. All right, that's a good idea. Going out. Anne Marie says she's going out the 12th, 13th, and 14th. For me, if I go out the week before, I don't make sales. That's understandable. And like we say, guys, it's gonna be different. It could be different each holiday. It could be different for each person. But the more you're in it, the more you do it, the more you'll figure out how your people shop. Um, there are people in my area that have storefronts that they sell baskets out of, and they've had those storefronts, and they'll be open for days on end, and they just be sitting there by themselves because ain't nobody looking for gifts until they looking for gifts. So I learned early on that wasn't something that unless I have orders in advance, which I do. But other than that, I try my best to stay myself from out on the streets like that. And Valentine's Day is on a Saturday this year. So we already got to wait for paydays. We got to wait for all of the things. So that's why I was like, no, we're going to wait them out. Wait till they decide to come outside and spend some money. And don't forget to start your social medias. If you have not, which would be me, I have not. If you are not advertising on social media, it is officially February. Let's get those posts made. Hey, I'm selling gift baskets. Last minute, I'm accepting custom orders up until this day. Hey, have you thought about what you're getting your boo thing for Valentine's Day? Let's talk about it. Don't wait till the last minute. These are little posts that you can be doing every day. Isn't this the cutest thing? This is what I made today. Yada yada yada. Got 3 of these going out. Let me know if this is something you're interested in. So you not only just posting the stuff that you are making and that you're trying to sell. You want to talk to your customers, engage with your customers, even if it's your personal page, your friends and family. Get in the habit of posting and developing a relationship or rapport with your customers. I'm talking to myself because I don't do that. I come out when it's about time for me to sell baskets. I put up a post. Hey, let's get them orders in. Hey, I'm gonna be at this location on this particular day selling gifts. Come see me. That's about all I do. So I am trying to step my game up, and I'm encouraging you guys to do that as well. I'm saying I'm gonna do it each time, and each time it don't make it. It don't make it. I got this little fake, whatever this is, I can put in there. Or I might put that one with the white. Here, we'll put another set of roses up there and call it a day. Let's see. This is my first Valentine's Day doing this, says Loretta. Well, congratulations, Miss Loretta. Way to step out on faith. Way to create you some. Are you freaking kidding me? Did that glow dot just pop up there on top of my gift? Did y'all see that? That is crazy as heck. I'm gonna still use it. But I ain't never had that happen before. Road blue dots. But yeah, way to step out on faith and decide to get yourself an additional stream of income. Grant yourself grace. We all started somewhere. And although some of us talk a good game, like we've been doing this all our lives, some of us have not. So we're learning as we go as well. So, take the information that's being given to you and see how you can best incorporate that with what you have going on. Some things work, some things don't, and you just have to kind of feel it out, Miss Sally says, do you bring all your gifts on the first day or do you spread it out for each day you're out? I do not bring all of my gifts on the first day because I cannot get all of my gifts in that U-Haul on one day. So I usually spread it out. I if I go out earlier, I tend to take, and I've heard this recently from some other basket makers also. They'll take their lesser expensive gifts out. They'll still have a couple of heavy hitters out there, just a couple or whatever. But of course, you want to have a lot of us feel like it's better to have gifts at different price points. There may be some people who only sell one particular type of gift in multiple colors or multiple sizes, and so that's what they sell. If you are somebody that has multiple different price points, I've heard people say that you take out your less expensive gifts. Just making sure we still got battery. Take out your less expensive gifts first. And then bring out more of your heavy hitters, your bigger gifts towards, as you get closer to the holiday. So in years past, we've had like only maybe 2 or 3 tables set up the first day, with X number of gifts on it. And of course, as those sold, we would replenish those with things off of the truck. Usually by that second day, we're having to refill the truck and come back out. So I think each time you're supposed to bring out your bigger gifts because the day of the holiday, the people are may not necessarily be looking for the inexpensive gifts, but they are definitely on a time crunch. They don't have a lot of time. It's close to the holiday. They've already got paid, whatever the case may be. They know they're coming out for a gift that particular day. I found that if you're out there earlier, people will be like, oh, well, let me see what you got. They'll come and look, but they're not necessarily interested in purchasing because they don't get paid. Or, they don't have anywhere to hold the gift until the actual holiday. Um, so is said that you take out the smaller number at the beginning or the least inexpensive gifts at the beginning, and then you bring out your bigger gifts towards the end. So yeah, I just fill it up multiple times. We got 7 more. We need 7 more likes to get to 50. Thank you guys. Loretta says, yes, it is. However, I just had surgery on Thursday and now I'm second guessing myself. Miss Loretta, you can do it. My first time ever. Reggie Woman, you going outside? Let me find out you going outside, chick. Let's go, Reggie. Miss Loretta, are you going out by yourself? Are you taking somebody with you? Are you going to need assistance? That may be something to look into. For any of you who are going it alone, who are going outside by yourself, see if you can get somebody to come with you. Oh, look at that woman. See if you can get somebody to come and sit with you, even if they're not interested in selling gifts to people. If nothing else, they can sit there in the spot with you, and that will deter people from thinking you're there by yourself. If you cannot get somebody to sit with you the entire time, see if you can get somebody to come by and relieve you. Give you an opportunity to go somewhere and go to the bathroom, get you something to eat, get out off of your feet maybe, that kind of thing. And you're saying, well, I don't really know anybody. I don't have friends here. I don't have family. Friends, family, co-workers from your regular job that you may trust, church members, the babysitter, somebody. See if they can come. And they don't have to sell anything while you're gone. Just tell them just sit there and make sure people don't, as a deterrent, so people don't just run off of my gifts while I'm gone. So, I've had them say, well, she's gone. She'll be back in a minute. And of course, I'll end up coming back before they even picked out a gift. So, see if you can get somebody to come and at least relieve you. If not, I would suggest you probably take a smaller amount of gifts out, because 9 times out of 10, anytime you're going to the bathroom or whatever, you're going to have to pack up all of your stuff to leave. So you may not want to take out as much stuff if you're out by yourself. Kay says, I also push the super holiday themed gifts first. Yes. Yep. Unless they're big boys. If they big boys, then I might leave them in the thing. But yes, definitely push out your holiday themed gifts first, because if you want those to get sold first, and that way you don't have to bring back gifts that say Happy Valentine's Day on them. If you've sold those at the beginning, those days leading up to, then you may not have a lot that represents Valentine's Day on your table the day of or the day before. However, you will have moved a lot of those Valentine's specific gifts, so that you don't have to worry about trying to carry those over to another season, or revamping them, or saving them for some other time. Go ahead and try to move those out first. Veggie says she's going to a plaza near her storage with the bathroom. Very good. Loretta says, yes, my daughter is coming with me. She's going to help me. That is awesome. Reggie got a U-Haul van. Look at you. Kay says, also looking to calling the patrol car on duty to come and drive by while you're out. I do that when I have mommy events. Oh, that is an awesome idea. I had not thought of that, Kay, but thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why are you whittling and jiggling? But yeah, so definitely think about safety. Put some plans, some things into place so that you feel safe out there. Sort of. Not really. All right, so I guess my question to you in the chat is, what are we using for shred? Are we actually doing a shred down here at the bottom? You need a eye mask. I could do, I guess, a flower or two up here. I don't know. It just looks empty, like I'm missing something. Excuse me. Rose petals, maybe, if anything. That I can do. What, I have to just like put them, just sprinkle them down there? Is that what you're talking about? That ain't gonna stay up there, Kate. Stuff gonna be everywhere. And I know you ain't talking about gluing them down or glue dotting them. Girl. Let me see what Kate says to do. I also have these little scatter thingies. But I don't know how useful they're gonna be either. Thank you. Yeah, that doggone. What did I eat today? Oh, I had catfish, sweet potato, baked potato, some freaking bread, like white flour bread of all things. Y'all already know. My body is like, girl, what in the world were you thinking? Okay, never mind. Left my butt off. Nah. Timmy. But seriously, what were you thinking? And then, I mean, because if you're talking about me gluing this stuff, I'm dropping the things already. They ain't even gonna make it to the gift. Oh, I can't get jiggy with these little rosebuds, Kate. These little things everywhere. I could do mesh. This is what it's looking like. Is everybody stable? Oh, this is what it's looking like. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Sally. It was a good idea in my head so they could use the. Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. I was just trying to figure out the logistics of it. Like, how am I going to do it? I'm loving the idea, but I just couldn't figure it out. I just couldn't figure it out. All right, so we got this little lottery ticket. Are we going to put it there? Are we going to stick it over here? I think I'll stick it on top of here because there's supposed to be a sleep mask back there. If I put this little lottery, because they don't have to see all the stuff on the night thingy. Yeah, just put that up there. Let's see. LBE over there cranking out videos. What in the world? I'm missing it all. Hey Michelle, she says y'all showing out. I'm headed to bed, but glad y'all up getting money. Yes. I'm heading out too, Michelle. I done brought in February, honey. That I done did really good this year. I brought in New Year's, brought in 2026 awake. I brought in my birthday awake, and I brought in February awake. So I'm doing really good. All Things with a K says S. Marie's making money. I'm making suggestions with my ankles crossed. Well, that's the best part of it. Okay. Being able to sit there with your ankles crossed and helping out. I have to go back and watch Marie's live. Wrap it up, Marie. I hear that was a hoot. I chimed in a couple of times, but we were out and about hobnobbing with the suits. So I was trying to pay attention, but it was not what I wanted. So, but I need to go back and see the live. Seems like I missed a good one. I didn't even see her live, so I need to go back and watch too. Yes. Kay says, amen. Yes, you have been showing up. We need you at 5K this year. All Things with the K. Look at her. No, she talking about you. All Things with a K. Why are you talking about she's going for 10K? Yeah. Esmeralda's gonna make the 10K. Michelle is calling you out, beloved, because you sitting there with your ankles crossed. Yep. Unless I'm misunderstanding. You have been showing up. We need you at 5K this year. Yeah, see, I think that's you, Kay, not me. I think, honey bunny. Let's see. I may have some. I don't know why I'm fascinated with this freaking tool. I have these little foil hearts. I would have to also like individually glue them on. I could just make scatter and just put them down there, but that's gonna look kind of random if you ask me. Okay, you guys see it? Oh, y'all can't see it. She says try the tool. S. Marie, I'm saying you are going to have 4K members, miss. Oh, look at me getting it totally wrong. My apologies. Thank you, Bundles. I appreciate it. Y'all know I get something wrong quick now. I surely will. And have no qualms about it. All right, so there's those little heart scatters. I'm thinking not. I know you guys are up at an angle so you can see down in there. So y'all hold on to this. Let me go find some tool back here in the back. Typo 5K subscribers. Oh, all right. Kay says, well, let me sit back and cross my ankles. Yeah, so she's not talking to you, huh? You perfectly fine with it. Kay getting them 5,000 subscribers as well. She's been out here a lot doing all of the things. Let me see. Let me see. I thought I had tool. Check the water. Hold on, y'all. And I'm going to get tool. So let's go get tool. Now that I have the water together. White tool. Let's see, let's see. Hi, Maria. Welcome in. Are you feeling better? One more like to 50. All right. What is this? This is pink. I don't want that. Veggie Woman says, oh, let's check the battery. Okay, we still green. Veggie Woman says, and I just realized the assistant's ankles are crossed too. He get it from his mama. Veggie says, did anybody see the short about Pop Shelf gold and silver candles being 60 cents? Where did you see a short that says that? I don't think I've seen a short. There's stupid bugs infesting my house. Hi there, Kay sis. Ira Kisses Kay says, Kay, you know the assistant works hard. He do. He do. He does. He does. All right, let's get this little fake, these little hearts from up here, because these things is they giving me anxiety, because I already know they ain't finna stay put. And if I gotta individually glue some mess down, it ain't happening. I can tell you that right now. That's one of the reasons why I ain't finished them doggone heart boxes, because I ain't trying to sit up there with that doggone hot glue all day making them boxes. Although I only have a couple more to make, but still, I'm like sick of that already. I did see that I need this ice gone because I haven't been able to get any yet. Ooh, hey Shamika, welcome in. No, I haven't. Maria says I'm not, but I'm keeping my eyes on my blood sugar levels because it's kicking my buttocks. I have a doctor's appointment Friday. Oh, Maria, take care of yourself. That blood sugar ain't no joke, honey. Ain't no joke. People was about to put me up, put me in the hospital indefinitely because we couldn't get mine regulated. So I understand, but definitely keep an eye on it. I don't know if you are having. There's a lot that I can say about diabetes. The sugars. There's a lot I could say. Hey, what am I supposed to be doing with the shred? Like, for real? Let's see. Hey, Machanta, welcome in. Yes, Veggie Woman, you already know. Me and Veggie, boy. I was going to tell you, there's some things that you may not know spikes your blood sugars. There's some pretty common ones that a lot of people aren't aware of that actually spike their sugar levels. Once I realized that I was able to make a turn from it. And a lot of mine was hormonal also because I have autoimmune issues. So when my body was in crisis and I'm having a flare or whatever, my sugar levels were uncontrollable. So as to say, also with stressors and things like that. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. Hey, Miss Kim, welcome in. Let's see. Miss Chanta came in. Michelle says I'm trying, and my kids and best friend forever are checking on me daily. Michelle says, funny thing, I have made over 150 gifts. I've made 80% of my bows out of tools, saving ribbon for Mother's Day. Oh, that was smart. That was smart. Yes. Miss Kim's in the house. Welcome, welcome. Vedi says, try a food log and monitor your response. Bundles is sending blessings, sending prayers. So with the journaling, Maria, also write down your levels. Write what you're eating, how much you're eating, and what your level, what kind of levels you have after those meals. If you want to get really intricate and figure out what's spiking you, also write down the times that you take your readings. So if you eat the hamburger and french fries, you write the hamburger and french fries, full hamburger, french fries, small fry, uh, Diet Coke. You check your levels 15 minutes after. You want to check them again and an hour after. I don't think those are the actual times, but check them twice because it's going to take a while for that to get into your system and see what kind of numbers you get. And then you can add that to the things that you talk about when you go to your doctor. Hey, this is what I've been eating. These are the numbers, the sugar readings I've had after eating these foods. And that may help them and you pinpoint what's spiking you. Because it could just be something that you're eating that you're not aware is spiking you as much. If you check out all that other stuff and it's still check out all those other things and you're still spiking, then it could be a stressor or a hormone that's causing you to spike. Protein helps with my levels. Hit 53 likes. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Vendi says exercise, eating protein with each meal, going to bed prior to 11 p.m., eating fiber, and meditation are her recommendations. Protein helps with the levels of Dexcom. Never mind, Veggie just said it. Yep. Ivy Kisses says, I missed it, so what was the health issue that needs these suggestions? Unsolicited advice, Michelle, honestly. She said earlier that she didn't feel well. And so when she came in the live just now, I asked her, was she okay? Was she feeling better? And she was saying that she's been having some issues with her levels. So, of course, me being me, I've started offering her unsolicited health advice or whatever. And Veggie Woman has given her some things as well to look out for. So, yeah, we're just kind of talking about the sugar spikes, the diabetes of it all. Maria says, I have a Dexcom on and it works perfectly. I've just been out of one of my insulin since the end of December, so I know what's causing it. Okay. Well, no one's half the battle. So at least now that you know, we can figure out how to get that rectified. I have no suggestions with the insulin. I was never on any insulin or anything. I was just on, what is that? Freaking metformin or something like that. But I don't take that anymore, so I don't take anything for my diabetes anymore. They've taken me off of all of the medications, the diabetic medications. And mine is controlled by food. So even when I eat crazy like I have over the last 2 weeks, it does not spike me nearly as much. Like I don't have issues with it. And that I can honestly say is from the detox and the alkaline journey that I was on for a couple of months. That's why I don't wear my glasses all the time, because my vision has corrected. It has gotten so much better, so I don't even need my glasses to see, except for distance. So, yeah, there's a lot that goes on. Okay, I done put this little tool up here, and I ain't feeling that either. Is it because I have white tool up there? What's my problem? All Things with a K says I had gestational diabetes. With the editor, I was able to control it with diet. Yes, definitely. My sugar levels are going down so low. Sometimes it's not going up at all. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about insulin at all. I don't know about low numbers. Mine have always been super duper high until they, well, right before they took me off the metformin, I was bottoming out constantly, and that's when they realized I didn't need to be on that anymore. Insulin education. Veggie Woman says insulin education. Educate yourself about that. FYI, Dr. Mercola, insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, and lipid resistance are things that she's suggesting that you read up on. Hey, LBE, what's going on? E, she says, what's up, party people? Nothing much. Michelle says, thank goodness, other than my sickle cell anemia, I'm healthy. Very good. As if that's not enough. I know I've lived longer than expected, so I feel blessed. That's awesome. So yeah, all right. So we're at the crossroads. This ain't cute. I don't think it is. This little tool up here, I'm not feeling it. So what else am I supposed to be doing? Because this tool ain't the business. Like I said, there'll be a little face mask over there somewhere, some kind of way. And there are, what is that, rose petals in there. So we got that going on. I just need to fix this up and through here because that ain't it. So LBE came in just in time. What's your suggestions, E? What should I put up here? Because I'm not liking the tool. But this is my PG version of a couple's adult or a couple's gift. Got them some wine glasses, some love coupons, date night thingamajig. This is also some date night activities. Chocolates that I know I said I wasn't going to put in my gifts, but yeah, they're in here. And what else do we have? Oh, the little love date night activity thingy. I want to put shred in here on top of this foam board piece, but I want it to be cute, so I'm trying to figure out. But that's the one of them with the sleep mask. And here's another one with the pink glitter cups and the pink love coupons. I'll put a mask up there as well. But now I'm needing suggestions on how to fill in this space up here in the front of these. There's no such thing as a PG gift for adults. Wait, what? Well, PG as far as me putting it on my table. This can go on my table. My other adult baskets cannot go on my table. I mean, they're going to go on my table, but not up there with all the rest of the stuff. But I get it. I stand corrected. You need some body oils in there, chocolate and caramel syrup. Ma'am, that goes in the naughty baskets. Oh, I see your pointer. Yes. Yes, the pointer brings me joy. Do you have roses? I do. LBE says, get them folks something to work with. E-Day Spot, this is the PG version. Like, this is it. Now, my other one has whips and chains and oils and handcuffs and all of the things. Like, the naughty ones are naughty. But this one is just like, oh, I love you. Let's just be romantic and, you know, that kind of thing. Let's go on dates and slow dance and all of those types of things. The other one is for the other stuff. She trying to make a baby basket going it right. Then y'all gonna need all things with a case services in 9 months. See there? That's what I'm talking about. I ain't trying to do all that. Go what married couple or any couple in 2026 do anything PG. There are some. There are some. I do have a lot of the what is it? What do you call it? The clergy people, the church guys, the pastors and his wife, and all of those things. They do like coming to my tables a lot. So I call myself kind of being good. I mean, cause you know it is what it is. Now, Pastor will definitely pick up some stuff, and Pastor will probably have me put a naughty gift in the truck, but he probably ain't gonna want to walk from over there to the table with the naughty gift. So I'm trying to figure it out, LB. She's telling me I'm just messing with you. Life is short. Ain't nobody got time for PG baskets. Yeah, y'all, there are. Some people is on PG time. Y'all have to realize everybody ain't in our age demographic. Some folk just need to go slow dancing and have a movie night and play a game and stuff. So we're gonna get them the option. We're gonna make them, you know, they're gonna feel, you know, like they celebrating Valentine's Day, but we ain't gonna blow their head off because they got doggone whips and chains and stuff in there, like, you know, massagers and all of the things. So I thought I was being good, but we shall see. I guess y'all want them to have lingerie and everything, huh? Because those are in some gifts as well. Lingerie, like I said, we got the little handcuff thingies. We have the, I ain't gonna tell all my secrets, but yeah, we got some stuff going on. But after the party is whips and chains. Yes, Marie. Not he gonna have you put it in the back of his truck. He will and do. Surely do. Y'all should see those older guys coming out there. I had a guy with a cane last year coming out there, and he got a naughty basket, a PG naughty basket, but he did get a naughty basket, and I thought that was the cutest thing. He was so like sincere about it. He was very respectful. He was an older gentleman. So yeah, I mean, you got to give the people what they want. Everybody ain't on that time. The church folks are the freakiest ones. Now that I believe, that I honestly believe. Right, Bundle's talking about, oh, that's what I said. Yeah, he didn't want me helping him. The husband helped him, or some guy that was there. I, yeah, it was my husband because he was telling me about not what he was saying, but he came back to me asking about specific stuff. So I had to go in the truck and look for stuff for him because he was asking about stuff. So yeah, blame it on the blue pill. Yeah, well, I don't think he had the blue pill because he was wanting some PG stuff. He didn't want the other stuff. He wasn't trying to be naughty. He just wanted some PG. So he got a PG one because he didn't want to scare his girl. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So he got PG last time. We're gonna see if we can bump him up into the whips and chains and all of the things. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Okay, church folks, right? I'm finna get off here with y'all. I'm not finna do this with y'all. I am not. I am not. It is now 107. So even more of you guys have entered into February with me. Welcome to February, you guys. LB laughing. Yeah, I'm finna go, E. You already know. Because if anybody get in trouble, it'll be me. So yeah, let me just be good. What Vedi said? Blame it. Oh yeah, blame it on the blue pill. Yes, goodness, yes. And heck, that's what I wanted to find, but I couldn't get a hold of. Is any of that honey? I didn't order it because I was scared that it wasn't real honey, like the actual honey that they're wanting. And people have said like the corner stores and the hair stores and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna venture over there on in those parts of town here at the beginning of the month, asking for honey. They may be sold out. I don't know. I probably should have did that last week before the first came around. Freaks come out at night. Yes, goodness. Where are you going? We riding this train till the wheels go off. Up out of here, E. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Slinging the naughty ones out the trunk. Yes, I got what you need. Welcome to February. We need the extra stuff. Yeah, see, y'all done woke up. Now y'all behind hype. We ain't finna do this. Hey, Miss Norma Boone, welcome in. It's not a replay, Miss Normal. They in here cutting up in real time. Yummy T had it on her video. Oh yeah, the honey. Yep. Not a dealer, right? Oh, look at y'all, look at y'all. I can't take y'all nowhere. Like my husband said, the basket community is a mess. He thinks you guys are hilarious. He was even telling his coworkers about you guys. I'm like, please don't be telling the people our secrets. Like, everybody don't have to know, can't know the house business. Like, I don't know why you telling these people. All I need them to do is buy the gifts. They don't need to know the back end. Like, we're not sharing that information. He asked me how in the world was it that we were not sharing that information when we are all on live all of the time. Touche, sir, touche. You got me. I ain't got nothing to say. You were absolutely correct. Y'all giving out all the secrets up there, but you don't want me to tell nobody about it. That's absolutely correct. I'm be telling the potential customers that we over here cutting up. I'm like, what kind of mess is that? I have a few rabbits from the bin. Oh, let's go. Veggie, not the rabbits. Code word. You got the nice baskets, Wink, not the nice ones. Nice. Yes, ma'am. We baby makers and basket makers at the same time. Now, you know what, Michelle? That was uncalled for. Maria says, y'all need to behave because Esmery be blushing. No, 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 no. Esmery just looked like this on the outside, sweetheart. Esmery used to sell lingerie to the church people at that. They were my biggest sellers. The mothers of the church and all of the things. Yes, ma'am. We had them ladies buying all of the lingerie, teaching them tricks and all kind of things. So, yeah, I just look like this, sweetheart. Don't let the corporate fool you, baby. Look at Bundles talking about we already know. Look at you, Bundles. You answered that entirely too quick. How you just gonna jump on the bandwagon with Maria over there? Look at you. As Marie said, don't get it twisted. The answer was sexy. I am done. I am done. Yeah, I ain't finna do this with y'all. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not finna do this with you guys. We're not doing this. Ain't nobody told me what to do with these doggone things. Y'all sitting up here talking about some naughty baskets and carrying on. Take this mess off this table and take it over here, off of here. So y'all can figure out what we're gonna do next. Or you can tell me what I'm supposed to be putting inside of those. That would be amazing. And those are all going in 18 by 30s. And I waste water all over my shirt. I miss my entire mouth. All right, rose petals on the bottom of that basket. We were thinking about that. I don't know if we're gonna do that, Maria. It gets a little messy down there. All them doggone rose petals and stuff. It was acting up. We didn't got sidetracked, sir. Always, always, always. S. Marie lives on private land. Hint, hint. What goes on over there is private business. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The next land we're gonna be in the middle of. That was my goal when I was a little girl. Some people dreamed of, going to college and having a nice job and all of the things. I literally told my grandfather that I was going to marry somebody rich and then I was not going to have to work and I was going to live in the middle of 100 acres. So yeah, even from young, I already knew that I was not wanting to be around everybody else. I just wanted to live out in the bushes by myself. So far, we've been making some pretty good strides. We ain't in the middle of 100 acres, but uh, that's an option as well. Let's see. Hey, Miss Norma, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. All things for the case says I do agree that the white tool throws it off. Still thinking, yeah, me too. Me too, me too. Miss Norma says I'm on the wrong page and it's acting up. We see you, Miss Norma. That's Ellie, Angel. Ellie, Angel. Can't remember the rest of it, Miss Norma. But Miss Norma Boone has been in the community as long as I've been here, I do believe. She's usually on another name, but she says it's messing up on her. I can't go to sleep until I get these gifts off of my table. Alley something designs. Yes. Allied Angels designs, maybe. I don't wanna I don't wanna wrap this, but I think I need to. I don't even think it's really necessary, actually. It sticks out like a sore thumb on that one. That's a baby. We'll give you like the red or do we like the pink with the glitter? Let's make sure you guys are still getting juice. And you are. Oh, excuse me. We finna go. An hour and 51 minutes. Yeah, y'all got 8 minutes and some change. We finna get up out of here. LBE says red. Allied Angels Designs. Yes, ma'am. We got two for red, so we're going with the red. We're going with the date night. Heck, now I don't even want to put the rest of the stuff up here because he gonna talk about it. Get the people what they want. So I guess they can't get love coupons either, huh? You want the ones over there where you, oh my gosh. Look at there. Look how wholesome. These are wholesome. Weekend getaway. Look at there. Ain't nobody gonna blush over that. Chore free day. Look at there. Oh. Date of choice. See there? Some of them old people gonna like that. You always trying to evict us when we just getting popping. Michelle, y'all ain't gotta go home. You don't, honey. You do not have to go home. But you gonna get up out of here. Or I'm gonna leave up out of here. You ain't even gotta go nowhere. You can sit right there with your feet crossed at the ankles. You and all things with a K. But baby, when I'm up out, I'm up out. I'll be the end of this thing. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I get a chore-free day all the time. I just take it when I want. Exactly. Because I ain't did a chore in several days. But I'm going to do something tomorrow because my husband coming home. So I got to clean up. Yes, Marie be like I'm finna hang up. Yes, I tell people that in real life. Hey, you better ask my kids and my mama. I tell them quick, hey, I'm finna hang up on you. They be calling and talking and carrying on. I'm not a phone person, like at all. A phone person. They call and just be talking. My husband got me a freaking headset because I wouldn't talk to him on the phone. So now I have a headset like the freaking truckers. Don't nobody want that either, but there you have it. I read too fast, LBE. I thought you said Joe. Now, Michelle, look at you. Right, Bundle. She the one and be trying to put it on us. Because I know she just said a little while ago she was going to go to bed. So I'm trying to figure out how she even up here talking junk to us. Because I know for a fact Michelle told us she was going to bed. But we got in here and got to talking about blue pills and carrying on. And now she all in it. Like, she woke now. You better get that headset on. Girl, it's on the headset. I be putting it on. That's why it's sitting up here. He don't do nothing. See, he still get off the phone because he be like, hey, you got that tape right in my ear. I do. This tape machine is loud. How long you going to be taping stuff? I call you back. Okay. Oh, and we got to end this anyway because I'm out of these. I'm out of both of these. Both of these are cracked. I should take this mess back. I'm so sick of the tree store with this here. Both of them are cracked. Not tapping. I just woke up. Nope, not finna do it. Not finna do it. All right, I'm done. I'm done with these boxes. I may put something else in there. I don't know. That's okay. I may put something else. I may just throw a bear up there or something like that. I don't even know if I have bears, little baby bears. I just may put a bear or something up there. Not a you and me. Not a bear. We're going to put something else up there. I may put some massage oil. Like some of that warming massage oil. Just a little bit. Spice it up just a little bit. We got two of them over there that don't have anything spicy in them. So we'll give them a little bit of spice. Give their butt a massager, but that's another gift for another basket. So thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. We have 3 minutes before the live stream ends. Any questions, comments, or concerns before we end? Michelle said we had date night, 2 shots, then a nap. He went to bed, and I'm being nosy. Well, that's awesome. I heard he's a YouTube basket maker now. I don't find. Look at Mr. Ira Kisses doing his thing. You know, I was happy to hear that because I'm sure tell my husband. See, there's somebody else's husband doing it. But I'm pretty sure now that he's committed to doggone it. Now that he's committed to barbecue and all kind of stuff for Valentine's Day, and he's not gonna be one for the peer pressure either. Not gonna be one for the peer pressure. Yeah, let's get you guys out of my way. Out of my way. Yes, that is lovely. That's a good take nights. We got this one going. Let's see. I'm in my living room arranging my shelves I just built. Girl, you be mighty busy over there, lady, for somebody who's having issues. All that activity can bottom you out too, ladybug. I don't know a lot about the opposite direction with the resistance, but I do know that. So take care of yourself, Maria. I don't know what I want to put in here, but I'll figure it out. This is just a blanket, one of the Family Dollar blankets. I'll probably throw an animal up here, or maybe some slides. Put some slides up here and a little bit of a backer. And we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Oh, that's your blanket basket gift? Yep. Might go live by myself later. Very nice, Maria. Very nice. Let's see. You're making me feel like I need to get back out of the bed and work. Uh-huh. Yep. Well, I'm finna get in the bed. Oh, shoot. But I got to put in an Amazon order. I got to get on there and search for something that I told myself I wanted to get. So I got to go look for that. So we'll get us some tea and go lay in the bed and look on Amazon for an item or two. And then I'm going to call it a night. It's 1:24 here in Florida. Let's see. Bundle says, oh yeah, I saw that. E says, Maria, how many gifts have you created? Maria says, I'll tell you if you promise not to laugh, LBE. She's not going to laugh, Maria. Come on and tell us. She didn't say that. I said that. But come on and tell us. Don't forget to cross your ankles while you're doing it. Yes, ma'am. They're crossing right now. That's how I know it's time to get up out of here. They's crossing as we speak. It's time to go. Hey, Miss Brenda Lee, welcome in. Never in a Million says, I just jumped in at the right time. Yeah, Maria, you in trouble. Oh my goodness gracious. See, she says she's not gonna laugh, Maria. LB just put it in the chat. She just put it in the chat. Never in a Million, you missed it. They was in here cutting up, trying to get me to put whips and chains and old people baskets into the preacher basket and stuff. It was a mess. I needed assistance. I needed backup, and you were nowhere to be found. Never in a Million. Should have heard them. It was craziness. Let's see. That's not bad, Maria. What did she say? Oh, there she is. She says, I only have 30. I only have 30 in my storage room and 10 at home. What's with K and the ankles as I see it with mine crossed? That's it. It's just naturally how mine goes. So every time she see it, it just makes me giggle because mine always cross. Yeah, see that bumper said mine are already crossed and rubbing my feet together. Exactly. Let's see. My goal is 200. LBE says, okay, at Maria. I'm just trying to make sure you're putting that wonderful inventory to use. Yes. Never says, oh Lord, I'm going to watch the replay. Yeah, Never in a Million. When are you going live? LBE's asking. It's not even me asking. Maria says, I got sick right after the live Monday night, LBE. Oh no. Oh, and y'all kept me over my 2 hour mark. Look at that. 2 hours and 2 hours and 3 minutes. We should have been gone. All right, so y'all don't have anything else. Is anybody going live? Maria says she may go live tonight. I'm not. I'm done with this for whatever day it is. But welcome to February. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. If you have concepts that you're making, I suggest you turn that dial up just a notch and see if you can't move a little quicker. I can tell you the things that you overthink about on your gifts and you spend a lot of time making just be perfect. Um, if your tape is on there perfectly, that gift is not going to sell for any more than the basket that you make with the tape lopsided. It's not. I already know. So no, over obsess with the small details. Make it presentable, make it nice, give them a good value for their money. But we really need to turn up the dial and start getting some more um, gifts out. At least I do. When I say we, most of the time I be talking to myself, y'all. Well, we done talked about it earlier, though. I can't work on live. Y'all will talk my head off. Exactly. No, you surely cannot work on live. Ain't no way in the world. No, we be giving you the business when you be on live, so I know you ain't gonna be able to do no work. Never says we're planning to go live after Valentine's Day, LBE. I'm so scared. What? Ooh, never in a million. What kind of tea do you drink this time of night? Oh, me? I drink soursop tea majority of the time. Unless I feel a tingle or itch in my throat or feel a cold virus coming on, in which case I drink ginger tea. So anytime I get sick or whatever like that, I'm drinking ginger. But my day-to-day initial go-to is soursop. I'm kind of scared of this blue vervain that I just got a shipment of and some what is it, Damiana or something like that. I got some of that stuff too, but I'm kind of scared. I haven't exactly figured out exactly what they're supposed to do. I know they're for relaxation and moods, stabilizations. So I got that much of it, but I'm still kind of scared. So I need to research a little bit more. But it became available, and I knew that was something I needed in my life. So, but for the most part, soursop tea, the cancer killing tea. That's exciting. Never. You don't do lives. Why are you scared, sis? We already know you crazy girl. You need someone to read the comments. Yes, LBE. While you're going live. Now, we'll tell y'all that the whole dual live situation, yes, we need people to read the comments if somebody's going to be working. Like, that can help unless you're able to keep up with both. But that dual live, when one person is talking, it's going to mute the other person. So if both of you all are talking at the same time, we're not going to be able to hear you all. It's going to cut in and out. So that's one of the things I noticed about the dual lives. Is that it does mute one of the people while folks are talking. So that's that. But definitely, if somebody reads your comments, that may allow you to actually be able to work. But if you're anything like me, you get to talking and you don't actually get to working. So that's why I have to kind of limit how often I'm up here, because I'll be up here talking to y'all for hours on end and ain't did crap. So, and that's not getting no money in my pocket. So we can't be having that. Never in a Million says, I'm going to go live when Maria completes her 200th gift. That is hilarious. Machanta says, that's my issue. I take too much time on my gifts. Yeah, me too, Machanta. I'm slow as a turtle. But I'm challenging myself. I give myself a challenge basket or a challenge gift at least one a day. And I don't technically set a timer, but I give myself a certain amount of time to complete the gift. And I want to go as quickly as possible, and I try not to have anything staged, which I don't usually don't have stuff staged. But like I have gifts back there that I've taken and put different items inside of the gift or inside of the vessel. So I'll have like a big container, but I'll have 3 or 4 or 5 items inside of it. So I'll bring it out and get to working on it, and that means I got to get my foundation in, I got to get my topper, or whatever, got to get my items in and secured and all of that kind of stuff, and actually try to get it in a bag within a certain amount of time. And I can honestly say I don't necessarily always like them, but the more I'm doing it, the faster I'm getting, and the more I'm liking the gifts. So all of them don't take me as long, but a lot of them do. So I'm trying to increase my time on that, or should I say speed up my time? Never's a mess. She is. Okay, y'all heard Never now. Never heard of that type of tea. Interesting. Soursop tea? Yes, soursop tea is a very, very good tea. It kills cancer cells. Somebody I love very much was I infused all of their beverages, all of their food with soursop, and they were in remission. But they started feeling better and went back to the sugars and the carbs and all of that other stuff, and so now they're back on chemo. So it is what it is. Shamika retracted. Betty says get some Z's herb tea for rest. Yes. Which one did you say fights the big C? Soursop. Watch me finish this week now. LBE, these folks in my house, I already told Bagged and Bold I have to go. Oh man. I have to go live at her house. These folks will say anything at any moment. Never in a million. You must not have been over here when my husband be in here talking junk to the basket community. It's a mess over here a lot of the times. Ginger tea is good for the cough. Didn't know that. Yes. Never in a million. You can go live when you complete my when I complete my 200 gifts. Maria, she called you out. By this Tuesday, have 201, Maria. Let's go. That was 2 weeks ago. Well, hi there, Ethel. Welcome in. Welcome in. Miss Ethel, they've been looking for you. I've been looking for you. I'm ready for this live, right? 3 more likes to 6C. Anti-carcinogenic. Thank you. Soursop tea. Thank you. My mom has lung cancer. We've gotten her on some. Yes. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, Miss Ethel, we were just checking in to see how you were doing. I know the last time I saw you in a chat, I had to pull over and everything to fuss at you or with the other people who was fussing. So since then, we hadn't seen much of you, Ladybug. So we were wondering, making sure you were okay. Shy was had asked a couple of times, had anybody seen you? So we were just wondering. We don't, didn't mean anything by it. We were just trying to gently encourage you to get some things accomplished. So we're glad to see that you're back. LBE's asking, how are you doing with the gifts over there? Y'all better be glad Ethel saved y'all. I was up out of here. Mr. Esmer is a handful. He don't got time for us. He is the muscle, not the basket maker. That is correct. The muscle and the cook. He is not the basket maker. He the basket seller. He loves that. That he enjoyed doing a lot. But yeah. He's not. He's most definitely a handful. And I think that's a requirement at his job because a lot of those people are handfuls at his place of employment. I thought that was interesting. Now, I've had mine for almost 30 years now, but seeing some of those other people that he works with, I'm like, ooh wee. LBE says, are you hollering at me in all caps, Ethel? Nah, she's messing with you. But we were inquiring. We were wondering how you were doing with the gifts. Just gentle encouragement. Not a precursor for employment. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yep. And I asked the big wigs at the suits. I was like, do y'all do like aptitude tests or something? Y'all make sure these people are all on a certain wavelength because a lot of y'all act real similar. So they're all in from different walks of life. They share a common profession. So I'm like, well, is it the profession that's doing it? Or y'all just cut ups because y'all cut ups? Ethel says, Marie, I don't know why I get you and Gifts by Chosen mixed up. I don't know, honey. I have been going through my inventory. Okay. You got some concepts together? She's been going through her inventory. That's a start. Now, we were here this time last week, and I think you said you was going to start going through your inventory, and then you was on somebody live asking something. I was like, I know Ethel ain't in here asking about stuff. Oh, you was asking about them bags. That's why I told you to come see me. What size bag do you need for X, Y, and Z? I was like, I know Ethel ain't in here asking about that. No, I didn't cut it. Bundles of blessings. I did not. Never says, I know it sounds like we be fussing about getting gifts made, but it comes from
a place of wanting to see everyone win. Thank you, Never in a Million. I appreciate that. I do, I do. You put it so eloquently because I just be fussing. I did get one gift completed. Yay! I'm happy, Ethel. Congratulations, love. Yes, yes, yes. Now you have the bug. Now it's on you, right? You just putting it together. You pulling out inventory. You like, oh, this go with that. Oh, this gonna work with this. You doing all of the things. I already know. Once you get that one on there, baby, it be coming after that. Top anti-carcinogenic autograph is uh, curcumon, cucumon, and soursop. What is curcumon? What is that? I don't know. Thank you, Never. I love you all for that. Yes. Thank you, Veggie Woman. Yes, Veggie's still giving bundles some information. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. But no, bundles, I did not cut my hair. It's getting cut. Don't think just because it hasn't been, it ain't getting cut. It is definitely going. Think a good 3, maybe 4 inches. Thanks, we're up early this morning. After we finna go to bed, I'm finna go to bed this morning. We was in here supposed to be gone 15 minutes ago. But then you came, so we wanted to get an update, make sure everything was good with you, because we were wanting to make sure you didn't get frightened off by some of our tone, namely mine. Bundle says, "Don't do it. I cut mine and got so mad." Really? All right, bundles. I'm not agreeing. I done cut, baby. It ain't gonna do nothing but grow back. It'll be all right. Even my worst haircut, I didn't regret. Them people had me looking like a chia pet coming out of there. It was ridiculous, but I was okay with it. I'm loving the positive vibes. We all are doing great things. Yes, we are. Machanta says, I cut my locks in June. They were to my butt. Started my headaches back. You cut your hair and that started your headaches back? Oh, I don't want that. Vitamin D, which is actually a hormone. One more like to 60. No, never that. I love the encouragement from everybody. Okay, okay. Thank you, Ethel. Because I was worried when I didn't see you anymore. I said, "Oh no, you guys scared her off." Not anything I said, just y'all. Y'all scared her off. Y'all need to be like more gentle. But she says no, she wasn't. She loves the encouragement, so that's good. I'm glad you guys didn't do that. I don't know what to say about this basket community. Y'all be we gonna have to watch y'all. Some of y'all, cause it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. LPE, much love to you. Yes, definitely. Not a chia pet. I holler, girl, that was a mess. Maybe if I had pictures of that, see what? Who we love y'all too. Oh, E makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. No, that's why I cut them because they were too heavy. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, my child. People don't understand. This mess is heavy and time consuming and all of the things. Them basket community folks. The basket community is a mess. Now, I definitely one case creation was thought always be talking about the fact that we could have a reality show and all that kind of stuff, and I absolutely believe it because the stuff that the basket makers go through, like this is a lot, you guys. Y'all be doing a lot of stuff, and I'm finna get off of here. Y'all not finna keep talking to me and having me sit up here as if I'm not finna go and kick my ankles. What I'm doing with my ankles? Crossing my ankles and rubbing my feet together, as Kay say. Yes, you people bundles. Cause it was not me. I wasn't talking to her crazy. That was some of y'all in the comments. That was some of y'all in the comments talking to people crazy, fussing about getting gifts done. And Ethel was all like, "Oh my goodness, I can't go over there and play anymore because they be talking junk." But she said she's okay with it. So I'm so enjoying listening to you all. I needed this right now. Love y'all. Love you too, Miss Norma. I'm glad it helped. I'm regular. I don't know about y'all, right? That be y'all. I don't know why y'all do this. Our promise is coming from the heart. It is. It is. It is. In all seriousness, it is coming from the heart. I'll just be cutting up. Y'all don't pay me no mind. I literally just be cutting up a lot of the times. But yeah, it's from a genuine place. Everybody wants, and I think that's why some of us talk about some of the things the way we do. Y'all sick of me talking about this, getting the plan and all of the stuff like that, and monetary goal over number goal and all that kind of stuff because everybody's not here every time. And I know it's something that's actually helping me. So I'm just kind of trying to talk you guys through it as well. And we've had other people tell us that it could help, you know. So I know I was having problems with getting stuck and not really knowing what else to do. So now that I call myself have figured out something that may work for me, I'm trying to, you know, pass it on. So we just want everybody to hit whatever goal it is you've set for yourself, whether it's monetary, whether it's a number goal, whatever. We just want you to succeed. So we're gonna encourage you. Sometimes it's gonna be a little tougher. Sometimes you probably just gonna be outright sick of us because we're gonna be talking junk, and I understand that as well. But just like with any other family, there's always gonna be, you know, little caveats like that. So it'll be fine, but just know it comes from a good place. This season of the Real Basket Wives of Utah of YouTube, yes. But some of y'all got me hollering. I hate to see people miss out, especially this holiday. Yes, 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 yes. I thought Kay was saying to keep a nickel between her knees. Maria, now you know what? Kay is not telling anybody to keep a nickel between their knees. Kay is wanting you to not have a nickel between your knees so that she can have some more work to do. Yeah. Yeah, she profits off of people who have dropped the nickel from between their knees, honey. We got 60 likes. Way to go. Thank you all. Ethel says, I enjoy listening to Sister Creation and breaking down her strategy and how to get to her monetary goal. I'm going to have to go and check her out. Thank you for the recommendation, Miss Ethel. LBE says, I feel like Driven and Vonnie tonight. I need a snack. Let me go downstairs and get me some oranges. Very nice, LBE. With the oranges. Let's go. Marie is a stern soul with a soft heart, rough around the edges. She pinches, but she don't bite. That is absolutely correct. Because I pinched 3 people at dinner tonight. 3 different people. They were cutting up. I'm like, y'all is not finna embarrass me in front of all these people in here at this restaurant. Y'all acting like y'all ain't never been out the house before. This is craziness. Now, 2 of the 3 people I pinched were grandkids. But the other one was an adult person. And they're acting a donkey in the people restaurant. Nice snack choice, LBE. Yes. Who's talking about bring me one? And we got orange. No, what is it? Oranges, tangerines, plumelos, whatever those things are, grapefruits, and something else falling off the trees and rotting in my grandmother's yard as we speak. And we tried to get as many as we could before the freezes came, but we can't get on the top of that tree. And I'm not getting in the bucket of the tractor and getting up there to get any of that stuff down either. So we're gonna leave those up there and let them fall naturally. Not dropping that nickel. I think you're right. Might need a little strawberry here too. Norma says this holiday men be driving up with their tires smoking, trying to get gifts to make her happy. Yes, goodness, and they want the biggest and the best. And I'd be so loving it. Never says, yes, I want to watch that video too. What video did Sister Creations post? Um, who told us that? I think Ethel. Ethel says Sister's creation in breaking down her strategy and how to get to her monetary goal. Do you remember the name of that one from Sister Girl Creations? Ethel? Sister's Creations. I'm talking about Sister Girl. Sister's Creations. Oh, found her. All right, so let's look at her videos. Inexpensive Father's Day gifts, quick inexpensive gifts, inexpensive how to make high end looking gifts, create an inexpensive high end. Yeah, which of these is she discussing that in? Ethel. Let me see. Oh, she typed something. Other than, wait, Esmery, we could have done that blanket basket already. We could have, except I don't know what to put in though. Oh, I guess I could have put some slippers in there and like something else. No, I got slippers back there. Cases other than the ones that uh, are already staged. What the crap? Y'all been talking about me? Hold on. I need a couple more inexpensive gifts. That's never. She wants to watch it. What did she post? Ethel says, I can't remember the topic, never in a million. She was just saying, instead of being overwhelmed with the number of gifts, focus more on the monetary goal, which made a lot of sense. Never says, okay, I'm gonna go over to Sister Gal's house after this. Right? Well, I would love to know when that was. Because the last thing I see her post, the last videos were 7 months ago for Father's Day. So if you guys figure it out, let the rest of us know so we can go and check it out. Um, yep. Okay, I'm over it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you spending some time with me. I enjoyed this conversation, a little lighthearted humor and fun in the basket community. And thank you guys for including me and allowing me to be a part of it. I absolutely thank you all for it. Welcome to February. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Let's get some gifts out, you guys. Let's see. No, I wasn't talking about you. I was saying that I need a couple more expensive gifts other than the ones I already have staged. Get the black slippers. I am not, Michelle. We're going to bed. I am going to bed. I don't know what you're gonna do. I gotta go and spend some money on freaking Amazon to get some stuff sent over here so I can make some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go over. Okay. Great night, E. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Michelle. Welcome to February. Enjoy your day, everyone. Great night, says Miss Norma. Good night, Veggie Woman. Night. Thanks for the live. Thank you guys for hanging out. You all rock, I can honestly say. The friends that we have made in this community, the associates, some of you guys I spend more time with than people in my everyday life. So it is awesome to be able to spend some time with some like-minded people Everybody has their things that they bring to it, whether it's their business sense, whether it's their creativity, whether it's their organizational styles and habits. So it's awesome to be able to learn from each other. And that is invaluable. You don't get that everywhere. Everybody is not as free to share their information, their creativity, and that kind of thing. So to be a part of a community that actually does that on a regular basis is amazing. So I think that we should all definitely be encouraged that we have so much support in the community, because a lot of other um, business ventures don't necessarily have this type of camaraderie. So I think that's an amazing thing. And I can honestly say it seems to be genuine. It's not any one person pushing the fact that we are a community and we should be doing this. Everybody just kind of feels that way and moves as such. So that's an awesome, awesome thing. So I will leave you guys with that. You all have an amazing rest of your night. And I will see you all in the chats. Peace and blessings.